begins with the production of healthy seedling buds. The seedling is the foundation, the basis of a good orchard. Fixated in anti-draining drippers, the seedlings develop in a healthy, vigorous, and uniform manner thanks to the precision in the application of water and nutrients. Brazil is presently the world's largest producer of oranges and juice. Technology and a pioneer in the implanting of irrigation in the production of citrus, Netafim, in its first 3 years of activities in Brazil, has already irrigated over 20,000 hectares in citrus production alone. To achieve a safe production all the time, so that you don't depend on rain or drought, we can use irrigation as a means to assure a constant production that can supply both the table fruit market and the juice factories. The use of dripping irrigation techniques, besides avoiding the waste of water and resulting in a smaller consumption of energy, yields higher productivity and product quality. The productivity increase is of approximately 30 to 200% more. Agriculture is the activity that most uses and wastes water in the planet, being responsible for the consumption of 70% of the fresh water. Less than half this water arrives at the roots of the plants. On the other hand, drip irrigation has as its main principle the supply of water and nutrients in the region with the highest concentration of radicals. The creation of a damp bowl inside the soil allows for a better intake of the water and nutrients due to the maximum concentration of roots in this region. This is the first year that we are benefiting from this system, and we see in the production of Murcot that the results are excellent, mainly for uniform flowering and the increase in production per plant. In the flowering stage, when the lack of water is avoided, we assure a better development of flowers and a considerable reduction in the fall of small fruits. The capture of water for irrigation is planned and executed in a very simple manner. The distribution of water is done by PVC pipes buried in ditches, being distributed close to the beginning of the plant rows. The dripper pipes are on the surface, below the crown of the plant. The drip irrigation system developed by Netafim allows for the determination of the correct moment and volume of water to be supplied to the plant. In this system, both the water and the fertilizer are rationally and precisely used. I made the calculations based on the quantity of production we lost the 2 previous years due to the lack of water in these large planting fields. According to my projections, I believe that in the next 2 years we will be able to pay with peace of mind for the entire investment. The dissolved fertilizers are injected in the irrigation water. This nutritious solution will reach all the plants being irrigated. With the fertigation, we can more efficiently control the quantity, location, and depth of the nutrients. In other words, the distribution of nutrients is done more efficiently. Fertigation is also an excellent tool that yields advantages such as the economy of labor and machines. Frequent watering shifts supply, at every instant, the orchard with the hydric demand, replacing the losses by means of evapotranspiration. Drip irrigation also allows for a more effective and less onerous phytosanitary control, since it doesn't wash or wet the leaves and the trunk, thus avoiding an environment favorable to the growth of fungi and illnesses. The importance of good water management proved to be one of the economy factors in the application of water in good agricultural production. Many are the adequate tools that offer safety and efficiency in irrigation management. The utilization of meteorological stations, open trenches to check the soil humidity conditions, and the use of tensiometers in several points of the plantation that show the humidity conditions found at the different depths of the soil. The irrigation system surface pressure is low in comparison to other systems. Consequently, powerful pumps and pipes of great pressure demand are not needed, generating energy savings. Another advantage of drip irrigation is that it enables planting in any season of the year, despite the climatic conditions and the occurrence of rains. It is foreseen in the Hydric Resource Plan of the State of São Paulo that every system that is proven efficient regarding the consumption of water will have priority in the water supply. Quality with high productivity, allied to the economy in water and energy, is what the irrigation systems developed by Netafim offer.
On the farm here we have 100 hectares, we have 40,000 trees, 25,000 of those are lemon, 5,000 seedless, and we have 15,000 imperials. We knew that the irrigation system needed to be upgraded. We were originally running with just small crop dripper and it was breaking down. I decided that I needed sprinklers. Everyone in the district had sprinklers. I contacted Netafim and spoke to them about it, and they advised me to continue with my dripper. I just needed the right dripper for the job. During the installation of the new drip that we bought, we fell behind in the fertiliser program. So we went to liquid fertilisers as a means of catching up. We were injecting the liquid fertiliser and it was going through the system within 20 or 30 minutes, and we knew that we had to be a lot more precise with our dosing. So we then went to Netafim and spoke to the Netafim guys, and they suggested that we go with the Netajet Pro and the automation, which we did. The benefits are quite amazing. In our first 12 months with the Netajet, we saved over 25% in the fertiliser, which paid for the investment in the first 12 months. With the Netajet, you're able to apply the fertiliser extremely accurately. With the growth of the lemons, we went from 1 mil in diameter per week to 2 mils per week, which is double. And it gives me an opportunity to introduce, with the automation, pulse irrigation into the orchard. This year, I used 5.1 megs of water per hectare to produce 86 tonnes. Industry standard is 6 to 8 megs a hectare for 40 to 50 tonnes. We use Agrichem for all our fertilisers. They're all liquid fertilisers, and Agrichem's product itself is second to none. The Netajet is such an effective tool because it allows us to be so precise with our fertigation and irrigation. And with the cost of farmers occur today, you really have to be that way. With the liquid fertilisers and with the Netajet combined, putting it together as one package, putting on less fertiliser has to be good for the environment. Since we've had the Netajet in place, I've saved one person's wage straight away. So for 40,000 trees, I personally do all the fertigation, irrigation and cleaning of the system. I can just go in weekly and see exactly what I've put on, exactly how many litres per tree, of how many units of nitrogen per hectare. And having that reliability allows me then to go out and do other things and not have to come back and babysit the system. As an example for reliability, I did over 12,500 shifts of water with my new system over 30 months, and I've not had to call Netafim at all. I've never met a company that's more dedicated to growing more with less. They truly mean it, which is certainly the case with us. We put on less water, we put on less fertiliser, and we've got better quality and bigger yields, just thanks to Netafim and the Netajet.